Jay. Greetings, Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. This is Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru. And you know, I love helping women align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess centered lifestyle. Welcome, everyone, to the Inspired Goddess Morning Circle. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I appreciate the sisters who are here on the live stream and you were able to dance with me. That was so fun. But yeah, let's just go on ahead and get into what we are going to be focusing on today, which is the astrology. So, one thing I was thinking about that I wanted to tell you all about is we're in the waning moon cycle. And yeah, I was even thinking there's definitely something that I kind of have planned for myself, which is about what's not going with me into the next new moon cycle. And that's something I want y'all to think about. We're in the season of Leo, maybe for about another 2 weeks or so. And so what I want us to do is to think about that this is the astrological spiritual new year. It is a like one of the chief times for inspiration, and Leo is one of the most creative signs in the zodiac, if not the most creative sign in the zodiac. And so it's kind of like at this new moon, what do you want to create in your life? What do you want to, what would you like this creative energy to be, infuse this thought, this idea? But before we get to that, what do we need to do? What's the use of setting new moon intentions if we're not taking advantage of the waning moon phase and releasing and letting go? Every time we get to the full moon, just on the other side of the full moon is the waning moon cycle. And so, you really want to take this time to think, what do I need to let go of? One of the songs that we focused on this morning during my dance party is called Level Up. And in order to level up, you cannot be the same person you are when you're going to a new experience, a new phase in life, a new experience. You have to become somebody new. You have to become the person who can allow that experience to come in. And so it's important every waning moon phase to release and let go of whatever is anchoring you to your current state. So that's, or that current place. So if you can think about, well, at this next new moon phase, I want to, set an intention around fill in the blank. Whatever this topic is, it could be something about spirituality or, mental health, physical health, career, relationships, children, parents, starting a new hobby, going back to school. Like, it's an infinite list of what we are setting our intentions around. Doesn't matter. It could be something you've been doing, but you're ready to step into a new phase of that too. Okay. Because we're in retrograde season. It might be, renewing your commitment to finishing something that you started. And so what you want to think about is currently in your life, what are you thinking about that, this is part of the reason I'm not there. I'm not there because of fill in the blank. As a matter of fact, I want everybody to take out a piece of paper and a pen or type this into, the notes in your app on your phone. And I want you to write down that one thing. I don't want you to write down a whole bunch of things. I want you to write down just one thing. What do you know is blocking you from moving in a direction that you want to whatever you want to manifest, whatever it is that you're working on, going to the next level. Like I said, Sierra's song, Level Up. You're leveling up What is anchoring you from going to that next level? And I want you to write it down. Now, if once you write it down, and if somebody wants to get some coaching, then type into there, like, if you're like, I really want to do this, but I don't know how to let this go, type that into the chat. And I can, if you want coaching, let me know. I'll give you some coaching around that. And the next thing is, though, what ritual? Let's do this. What ritual will you do to symbolize you releasing and letting it go? So let me tell you why this is important. Um, this is important because the subconscious mind thinks in pictures, sounds, and feelings. And just think of that word that I said, symbolize. Wow, I'm having like a complete influx of wisdom right now. So in the metanetter, the energy that has to do with symbols is called Harakahuti. This is the same energy as Ogun or Mars. It's the warrior energy. And I never used to understand, why is Ogun symbols? And I just understood it in this moment. The subconscious mind thinks in pictures, sounds, and feelings. Where is the action that our bodies will take? It is on what is symbolically set up in our minds. Another way of thinking about symbols is the stories that we tell ourselves. And so it's kind of like you have to get in touch with, well, you're in touch with one story. That one story is, there's something that is keeping you where you are, that's preventing you from moving in the direction where you want to go. And so there's a story there. It symbolizes something. And if you could, just take that time to look at it, most of the time it's safety. Like, to me, that's like the almost like 99% of the time, whatever we're doing, for what there's something in our subconscious mind that is like, this is the safest route for us to take. But in order for action to be taken, and that is the energy of Mars, Ogun, Herakahuti, what is action? In order for action to be taken, you have to give whatever story is going to allow that action to happen, right? And so part of the reason that we want to do that ritual is we're giving our subconscious mind a definitive symbol. This is over. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. And now it can act in a new way once we set that new intention, that new moon intention, at that Leo new moon. Also, after that, you want to come up with a plan. You want to come up with a plan to keep the shift happening, okay? To keep the new thing that you're going to start doing, or like to replace whatever you were doing that wasn't working, you're going to replace it with something new. And then you commit to it. And then you commit to it, okay? You're good, still learning. Okay, let's see here. Greetings. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Be focused on the now. Mind chatter. Cleaning out the old is a must in order for us to receive our new blessings. One time I heard someone describe it like, if you have a garage and there's a car in there, your old car is in the garage, and you buy a new car, you're not going to put a new car in the garage. You can't put the new car in the garage until the old car is removed. So that's a good visual, because I remember taking this class. I can't remember. I was going to a Unity church at one time, and what they talked about is we have to create space for something new to come in. And so, when we remove that thing, a space is there, and the universe, it's the law of vacuum or something like that. The universe doesn't like there to be something there that is like open. Nothing is there. And so it's something about the law of vacuum or something like that. The universe is going to fill that space. And so that's what we use the new moon for, filling that space. Um yeah, filling the space that where we remove something. You're not late. You're good. Welcome, welcome, queen. Welcome. Okay. So what ritual will you do to symbolize you're releasing and letting go of whatever? Then what you want to do is come up with what are you going to do to replace the old with the new. And what I'm telling y'all is it needs to be something tangible. You need something tangible. So let me see here. Yes, exactly. Okay, so if anybody wants me to help you with that, let me know because I don't want to keep using my examples. But yeah, so that's something that you want to be focused on right now. As I pull up the calendar, let me keep going. Okay, so let's look at the astrology for this week. Um, okay, today is the 9th. Okay, Venus square Uranus. Oh, something else that I wanted to tell y'all is thank you, Felicia. Yes, 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 yes. Please, y'all. That helps the channel so much. It's such a beautiful way to support the channel, like every video, like every video. Because I do struggle with keeping up with YouTube's algorithm. I'm telling you, it's brutal. Let me not say it's brutal. I don't actually care too much about it, but it does help me so much when y'all like the video and share it, but for sure like it. So you can see here Venus square Uranus. So what I wanted to tell y'all is so we have down here on the 23rd, Mercury is going retrograde. And it's going to go retrograde while it's in Virgo. The entire retrograde is in Virgo. So my thought is that let me change where I am on here. It makes it easier to create clips. Hold one second, y'all. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. So yes, it's going to only be in Virgo. So Mercury does have to do with technology and it has to do with communication. And Virgo is very much a technical sign and it's Mercury's sign. Okay. And if you take note of things that have been happening, I'm telling y'all right now, the thing to do is to just go on ahead and put in the Mercury retrograde protocols. So, yeah, that's something that is very, very importante is to go on ahead and start noticing. I had one of my bottles of water on my desk, and I am very, I typically stay on myself, making sure there's no liquid on my this desk because I got so much technology over here. And, sure enough, the other night, I tipped over a bottle of water on my desk. Thankfully, nothing got, messed up, but I was like, "This is Mercury, like, you better get yourself together for this Mercury retrograde." Not every Mercury retrograde has a lot of tech issues, but I think this particular Mercury retrograde can have it, and we're already starting to see it now. It's things like make sure you leave on time. And another thing to do would be, just take your time, be cautious with driving, and take care of your technology. I always see Mercury retrograde as a time to honor our technology. So I just encourage you to just really be good to your technology. I think Mercury retrograde is another time for being present and aware because, Mercury just moves, it moves, goes, 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 right? And so when we are, slowed down, when Mercury is slowed down, then it's important for us to make sure that we become more mindful. We slow down. So, yeah, I just encourage you all to do that now because I'm already seeing it. But the reason that I thought about that is Venus square Uranus, that is always, always, always gonna bring up, let's see here. Choo, 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 choo. That's always gonna bring up something technical, or it could be something unexpected in a relationship could come up. It could be some unexpected money comes your way. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I don't know what I'm feeling. Let me just move my leg. Okay. Yeah, it could definitely be something around um money. It honestly could be something around creativity too, or maybe it's like this something creative comes to you all of a sudden. I don't know if it would be an idea, but it definitely is like a surge of creativity that allows you to, um, yeah, make something. Mm, but I definitely think it has to do with money because Venus is money, Uranus is in Taurus, which has to do with money, or it could have something to do with women. Oh, check this out. I've made a post today, kind of showing y'all where I'm seeing Pluto and Aquarius, even though I know Pluto is not in Aquarius right now, it was in Aquarius. And so Aquarius is very slow acting. It's kind of like it's like a time release energy. And so Uranus is like Aquarius, which is about activism and people having their rights, everybody having fair and equal treatment. And so Venus is women. And so in Ohio, sh- Ohio turned up. They turned up and turned out and made sure that they got their votes in to make sure women keep their right to bodily autonomy, sovereignty. So that's a really good example of a Uranus square Venus. Uh, yeah, Uranus square Venus in those two signs in particular too. Anybody heard anything about money on the world level? I just haven't seen any of that. Let me see here. Okay. You did a banishing candle this morning with Oya. I always hate these ads. With Oya Kalima and spoke out what I was giving to her. Yes, to sever attachments. Maybe that's why I came in with the graceful rising. You were zened out, baby. You were zened out. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Mhm. The thing about the money coming in would be it needs to be something that it could be just all of a sudden money comes your way, but it's more than likely gonna be money that comes your way because you take some type of action. Because it is that kinda interaction is about action. So that's how some of the money could come in. Took some time this morning to call on Hecate to protect this home. Too much weird energy out there right now. Nice. Okay, interest rates coming down. That could definitely be a sign of Venus square Uranus. So nice. Okay. Now this one is lovely, lovely, lovely. Mercury trine Jupiter. So Mercury and Jupiter right now are both in earth signs. Earth always brings this grounding energy. It brings this energy that has to do with health and wellness. So, y'all see I'm on my health and wellness transformation again. But it's like this energy of ease and flow and opportunity. Another one is, Virgo is this sign that has to do with to-do lists. So it can help you come up with a 5 to-do list, and you'll feel inspired to create the list, and it'll more than likely be carried out. I don't know why I feel something so weird on my leg right now. Um, I think that this could give you some ingenious ideas. Again, it could be ideas around money, it could be ideas around health and wellness, it could be some inspiration that you're feeling, and it could make uh, something around food. It's kind of like making healthier food choices, because we have to remember Virgo is health and wellness, okay? Taurus is like decadence. What decadent food can I eat? But I will say both of them are very practical. And so it may just be, you're coming up with a practical guide for eating healthy food, but making sure that the food tastes good or something like that. And let's see here, what else? Oh, it actually could bring like extra income opportunities because Mercury is work. And maybe some of y'all who've been looking for a new job, you'll find a new job with this transit. Maybe you can get started. Maybe the job actually manifests. This is definitely a manifesting type of combination. I even say if it's just you're getting some ideas on, like your to-do list or how to manifest or money or something like that, even if it doesn't happen right now, I think it would happen if you just go on ahead, download the list, and then just begin to come up with a plan. Like, what are the steps you're going to take to make it happen? I think it will happen like a charm. So, mark today's date. If you're going down that path, mark today's date and see. Let's see here. Mercury is going to be in Capricorn. See if anything comes around Capricorn. Well, let me see. I can't say it's going to for sure be Capricorn season. Mercury is direct. Okay. Mercury is in Capricorn on November the 1st. So see if something comes around, sometime in November. You might be able to manifest something by November from this Mercury trine Jupiter. Can you see how to work with, can you see how astrology, like it's good to keep up with astrology long term so that you can like actually understand how to use it. And I know this is so nuanced and you have to know somebody if you don't know it yourself, which is why I'm telling y'all. But I just want y'all to know sometimes just listening to weekly astrology reports, we've got to figure out the long-term implications. It is good to listen to it day by day. Y'all know I live astrology every day, but also I use it for long-term planning. Okay. Okay. So I like this. The 11th and the 12th are pretty slow. But then on the 13th is Sun conjunct Venus. So whenever there's a conjunction, there's a new beginning that's happening. And the Sun conjuncts Venus ever so often. Okay. Ever so often. So it's a really big deal because okay. Once Venus begins to move direct, she's going to be rebirthed. I think she's gonna be a morning star this time, and this is a fierce version of Venus, actually. The morning star version of Venus is a little rougher. She's more of the warrior type of energy. She's not super sweet uh, and easy. The evening version of Venus is sweet and easy. but she's gonna be rebirthed. So right now, Venus is in the womb of darkness, and she's going to be rebirthed after this. Now, when the sun conjuncts Venus, or when it conjuncts anything, the sun is infusing that planet um, with its radiance, with its brilliance. It's kind of, even the fact that this is happening in Leo, this is incredible. I hadn't even thought about this. Venus is connecting with the planet that's associated with the sign that she is in right now. Both of these planets have to do with creativity and, the sun is energy, Venus is flow. Actually, it's romance. So anybody who wants love, this would be a good conjunction to set new moon or not new moon intentions, but to set intentions around um, more love, more romance, more romantic partnerships, dating, or even more sex, actually, because Leo has to do with sex. Yeah, Venus is very sensual too. But anywho, this is a very good time. I know we're in the waning moon cycle, but we got to work with conjunctions when they come. But this is a good one for manifesting. So that's two that I've given y'all to be really. Most of us have like some long-term plans that we've been working on anyway. Typically with these I just go to my vision board and look at, what did I put on there? What is it that I want? Or maybe you want to create a vision board, a new vision board, updated vision board, something like that. But definitely do something with that transit. Okay. Okay, so new moon is going to be on the 16th. So I'm going to create a new moon through the signs video. And typically, it's a very thorough video and will help you with making those plans. I need to post, I don't know what's going on other than Venus and Mars. They're not strong right now. Those are my planets, and they're not strong right now. Because I have not gotten the sales page together for y'all to sign up for the new moon in Leo circle. SAI ladies, of course, y'all already know y'all are automatically included. You just have to register. You have to let me know you want to be there. But I need to get that together. So I'll do that. Otherwise, you can join the membership and get that video, or I will see if I can make it available for people who want to buy it, but don't want to join the membership. Okay, let me see what else do I want to focus on. That's gonna be an interesting new moon. Very, very interesting. So yeah, just going back to the top of the discussion, we're in the waning moon phase, and we're getting closer and closer to that new moon in Leo. So be sure to be releasing and letting it go. Whatever you're not taking with you. Hello. Okay. Okay. So another thing that I want to tell y'all is we have we have two planets in Virgo, and we have two planets in Pisces. So something else is that there can be a lot of scamming, a lot of scammers, a lot of um shadiness, that kind of thing happening. So also you can lose a lot of stuff when we have these kinds of things going on. So just be careful of people trying to scam you, people trying to lie to you, people trying to get over on you. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. You just want to remind yourself of that. When we have a lot, it's called mutability. So right here, um, Virgo and then Pisces. Those are mutable signs, and with mutability, it's like this energy of uncertainty, not knowing, and so, it will bring in a lot of scammers and, you even have to be cautious of people trying to hack your stuff, and, make sure that you, like, check and triple check. because you can forget and lose stuff during this time. So, greetings, greetings, greetings. Okay. Welcome. Glad you are here. Welcome. Okay, let me see. That's what I have for the astrology. Let me now do a quick reading. Who wants a reading? Y'all want a reading? Who wants a reading? One thing that I have become clear about is that I am a muse. Sometimes I don't know anything. Yes, miscellaneous AB. Glad to see you. Okay, Adrian. Yeah, a lot of times I don't even know what I'm gonna do when I come on. So I'm choosing from different oracles this morning. I'm gonna choose this one right here. I'm gonna choose from my mythical goddess tarot deck. You said I didn't even have to ask. Y'all already know. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And I'm going to choose from the African Goddess Rising deck. Um, the the um the African Goddess Rising deck. It has been giving this last week. I'm like, oh, okay, beautiful. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let me see here. Right here. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna start with Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene. Yeah, Mary Magdalene. And she is, oh, cool. She is initiation. And so when we think about that Venus conjunct the sun, um, it is initiation. You know, I didn't even think about this. Some new beginning for women with that Venus conjunct the sun. Uh yes, this is definitely some new beginning for women. So I just encourage you to look at what new level of womanhood are you going into, and what yeah, earlier we were talking about, I was dancing to level up, but what new level are you going to? Minister Ocean Kimmy talked about stepping into a new identity. That would be a good one. Who's the new you? Who are you becoming? What identity are you shedding? Actually, now that I think about it, when we think about shedding, um, or moving, like we're gonna leave something in this waning moon cycle before we go into the new moon cycle. And the question is, what new identity are you taking on? Whatever this identity that you have currently that's keeping you where you are, you've got to let that identity go and step into a new identity. It's something I've been telling myself here lately. Like, I'm very healthy. I love working out. This is who I am. This is how I operate. And that's just how it is. And slowly but surely, I've been moving in that direction. Because y'all know I'm not just getting hot just because of what I heard about my blood sugar levels. I've been working on this for a while, but I have been hotter here lately, and I do attribute it to me being like, I'm healthy, and I'm just I'm the picture and embodiment of health, not just in the way I look, but also in the way that I live day in and day out. I live a healthy lifestyle. And so, it was like me taking on a new identity. So, what new identity do you need to take on? Let me see, is there anything else that she wants us to know? She's here to remind you that you hold the sacred womb and doorway to life through your divine feminine essence. Mm. Her power to anoint the rites of initiations are available to you as you remember the ancient wisdom and teachings that live in your cellular memory. The other thing too is I think this is an opportunity for all of us to open up to a higher level of wisdom. And that's just because of something else that I had talked about earlier. So I'm not just making it up, it's in the astrology. Opening yourself to the wisdom within you. Maybe open yourself to the inner, your inner wisdom matrix, your inner goddess. And it's all about tapping into the high priestess within you, the priestess within you, your inner priestess. The way I describe the inner priestess is she's like this energy that can read the room and she'll come up with exactly what it is that she needs to do. Okay, so tell me your thoughts about the first card. Next one is from the African Goddess Rising deck. Oof. This is in honor of the Battle of Montgomery. But it's really for us. I'm going to tell y'all why. Queen Mother Nanny, who is liberation. So I'm gonna prove to y'all this is not just the Battle of Montgomery. So I told y'all about Venus square Uranus. Uranus is about being liberated from something. So this actually can help you get liberated. Maybe you're getting liberated from a block to your creativity. You're getting liberated from a block to your money. And it actually does have something to do with your identity. It has something to do with like how you perceive yourself, because that's Leo. It's your persona. And so what do you need to, again, be liberated from? So Queen Mother Nanny is going to help us get liberated. Okay. So let me see what she says. 30s. Okay. First of all, she is part of the Maroons. She's out of Jamaica. She was a spiritual leader, military strategist, and revolutionary. This Ashanti healer was brought to Jamaica in chains and escaped to lead rebellions. Nanny helped to free over 800 enslaved people. So she's the Harriet Tubman of Jamaica. Okay, so what she says is this: break free. Your dreams hold the power and keys to your liberation. You are freedom herself. Rise up. And the embodiment is you deserve to feel free. What do you imagine for yourself? Daring to manifest your dreams is part of personal liberation. I'm going to say that again. Daring to manifest your dreams is a part of personal liberation. Find your own personal liberation codes in your soul, in your soul's unspoken desires. Life is too short to live within someone else's story. Divine blessings and magic are on your side. Enjoying your freedom fully is the best gift to your ancestors. Now, this is the declaration that she makes. My dreams empower me. My dreams empower me. That's a good reading. I like that one. What do y'all think? Mm-mm. Beautiful. Hello. Happy birthday. I thought about you as soon as I saw Jamaica. I was like, Mystic Storm in the house today, baby. Um, Adrian, the number is 37. 37. Oh, that's right, Natasha. Natasha. Both of y'all. Both of y'all. Yes, that is it. My dreams empower me. I'm going to read this sentence again that I thought was just ingenious. Um, your dreams hold the power and keys to your liberation. I love this one. Enjoying your freedom fully is the best gift to your ancestors. Oh, here it is. Daring to manifest your dreams is a part of personal liberation. So whenever we have square energy, you can't sit. You have to take action. Take action on your dreams. Okay. Okay. Oh, there was one more. So this one is it's a very interesting deck. It's called the Healing Not Broken deck. I just love this card deck. It kind of gives you, oh, this is so interesting. Wow. Um, it says shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. This is so good. So we're really being asked this week to take steps towards our dreams, our goals, our desires, our wishes. Even if it's just allow yourself to dream them, because in the African Goddess Rising deck, it was saying there's a whole bunch of unspoken desires that we have that are about our destiny. And so sometimes all we need to do is just allow ourselves to dream. But for those of us who definitely have something that we are working to manifest, this is good. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. That's by Les Brown. That is something else to take with you into this next week. Interesting. Let me drink water. Water. So, okay. I'm going to stay on just a little while longer. I said I was going to start doing shorter live streams because sitting down is not playing in my favor when it comes to my health. So I think I put it under mindfulness. Let's just talk a few minutes about a happy pocket full of money. Whew. Okay. Does anybody remember what we did last week? So if you're new here, I go over this book. It's called A Happy Pocket Full of Money to help teach metaphysics. I hope you stick around. This is really where we learn together. I am someone who likes having results. I don't like y'all coming week after week and then y'all are like, nothing has happened. I have some people who say, oh, I've been watching your video for years. My life has changed. And they've never bought one paid anything from me. So I want y'all to buy stuff from me. That's how I say in business, but that is a testament to the work that we do here. I don't want y'all to be spiritually starved. Y'all know that I am very much about we need to be having meat and potatoes, even on a live stream where I'm not charging anyone. I'm not trying to give fluff. Okay. I'm looking to make sure that we are walking as the empowered women that we are. So let's talk about this. This is probably a really good one to kind of start with, given that we're in such a creative manifesting time. Present results are the effects of previous thoughts. We talked about that last week. Let me just make sure this looks like, yeah, okay. Good. Present results are the effects of previous thoughts. In other words, when you look at the world today, you're actually looking at yourself as you were yesterday. We may have talked about this last week, but we'll mention it again. The world at any present moment of now reflects your thoughts and state of being before the present moment of now. It is all an illusion. Use it as the illusion that it is, and you will live wonderfully and richly. So I truly I'll just use this because it makes it neater. I truly believe, not believe, this is my truth right here. And that's one of the reasons why I was like, I can say that if I got, this uh if it's saying that my blood sugar is too a little too high right now, I can receive that because I already know. I already know. I thought I was doing a good job. I fast every day. I don't eat a lot. I eat a low carb diet, high protein, moderate fat. I'm not opposed to fat, but I knew I wasn't exercising enough. And that's really the thing for me. So, you know, I'm I'm not devastated. And I'm gonna turn it around because I understand this. And this is where it comes in where someone like me is like, I'm not going to just wear, and I don't knock anybody who, wherever we are in our health and well-being, I am not judging anybody. Everyone is gonna have to just, honor yourself, your life, and how you describe things. But this is where I will say things like, this is the diagnosis that was said, but in my mind, I only see myself as having normal blood sugar range. That's the only thing I'm available to, only available to that. Okay. So how does that look for you all? You're welcome. You're welcome, Queen. Okay, so insanity is doing the same thing repeatedly and expecting different results. Ooh. So, what are you doing? Are you doing the same thing every day and expecting a different result? If so, oh, I love this one. Have a good laugh now, a hearty laugh, and a heart laugh, and then change from now. Okay. What are you doing over and over and over again? This could be triggering for people, but start with something small. Don't weaponize this against yourself. Don't toss it out the window because we are living in experiences where it's kind of hard to tell people, you're not experiencing what you're experiencing. I'm in the midst of it right now. It's like I wish I could just, in my mind, it's just poof gone away, right? Um but just use it on something that you can use it on. All right. Don't weaponize it. Does that make sense? Don't weaponize it against yourself. But yeah. Okay. So there is such a thing as a sponsoring thought. This is the thought behind the thought. Ooh, I love this. The sponsoring thought is what has more creative focus than the sponsored thought. Okay. What we normally call thought is actually sponsored thought. I don't know if I remember reading this before. This is interesting. Look at your thoughts closely. Oh, okay, I do remember this. They have a sponsor, a cause. If you think you need food, the thought has a cause behind it. And this is the sponsoring thought. And in this case, a belief that you're hungry. Start becoming aware of it. It is from the subconscious mind, or what some people call the heart. Okay, sponsoring thought is the way of thinking that you truly believe and hold true. It is your subconscious programming. Y'all know I talk about the subconscious mind on the regular. If your thought and sponsoring thought over something are uncoordinated, if they do not agree, the sponsoring thought wins. Okay. If your thought and sponsoring thought over something are uncoordinated, do not agree, the sponsoring thought wins. This is why people who pray begging to God, never get their prayers answered because their sponsoring thought is of not having or lacking. Be aware of be aware of and correct your sponsoring thoughts. So what do y'all think about that? I feel like I'm just talking and like, what do y'all think? Y'all might be working. But yeah, that's something that actually takes a little bit of time and effort to become aware of, and sometimes you don't even have to fully find the sponsoring thought. You can see the effect in your life. You can think consciously, I know I want this. The effect that I'm seeing in my life isn't lining up. And so let me use something to begin to shift the subconscious mind. People think manifestation happens here in that thinking mind, the conscious mind, but it does not. Um, Change happens in the subconscious mind. And so that's where you would want to go to, like, see what needs to be released. Or you could just be like, I know something is there that needs to be released. I'm going to begin. Well, you can use the releasing rituals during the moon phases, during the waning moon phase, and you can use things like hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind. And then you use the conscious mind to notice, like, am I on track? And it's the one that's taking action. But this is another reason why mindfulness is so important, because we want to be present in the moment, noticing, okay, I'm doing this because I am noting this is what I'm doing. I'm like here fully in the present moment. How many times do we do something rote and after you just kind of do it out of default? So those are the things that we want to move from. We don't want to be just default thinking, default living. We so many people are asleep, and it's no judgment. It's just how it is. Like, if y'all listen to the recent recording that I made, you will see that, or you will hear me say, part of the way we figure out what we're going to do, or to get ourselves to do just basic, things for life, is actually through trance. Everything in your life is because of a trance. Okay. Um, And again, I say this because I know we have people on here with some health challenges, and we can just, if we want to, we can just move that out the category of what we're talking about, and we can make it about something that's not so serious. Because again, I do not want people to be feeling like they are, not making changes so that they can get their health back. I'm very sensitive to that kind of thing. Having my own challenges, right? We just want to focus on where this can work for you in your life. Y'all know I'm about being trauma informed, and I just like to honor women's processes or whatever. And I just want to offer this to you all because I know it has worked for me in the past. So again, qualifying that to make sure I am not coming off as judgmental, or I don't want people to be feeling judged. Okay. So a lot of us are, what we're experiencing in our lives in general is due to taking something into trance. If we just pay attention to even just the sponsoring thoughts, is letting you know something. Even if you're just kind of looking at the thoughts that are there, it's still going to be like showing you something is there. Like, why would I be focused on this? Have you ever done that? Why am I thinking about this? What does this have to do with my life? Or, it's like, why would I say something like that? Why would I let these kinds of thoughts just be running amok in our minds? Most of the time we don't notice that at all. So it's important for us to really begin to start just paying attention to what's there, what are the conversations that we're having, and then you'll begin to like say, okay, consciously, I realize I need to let this go, but the change ain't gonna happen through the conscious mind. The change is gonna happen through the subconscious mind and changing the sponsoring thought. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit more. It says here, oh, wait a minute. Y'all made some comments. I'm a firm believer in everything you read. Root work for self-value. I love that. Wow, I love that. And again, the rituals that we do are more symbolic, and that is how the subconscious mind thinks. It thinks in pictures, sounds, and feelings. Now, of course, the symbolic, whatever we do symbolically, there has to be other things that kind of go with it. Don't get me wrong, but I believe in doing ritual work. In my prayers, I use words like I allow, I'm grateful for instead of begging. Love that. Love, love, love that. Those are that was so good. So good. Okay, science has proven that deep meditation temporarily shuts down the part of the brain that tells you where you end. Meditate, and you will reach the vastness of mind and consciousness that you never thought possible. Business solutions, new business ideas, and wealth strategies are just a fraction of what will begin to arise. It has been said, if you do not go within, you go without. And the other thing that I was thinking about is how we only use about 10% of our full potential. The full potential that lies within us, we only use a little bit. And that is because of, there's this notion of where we end. And those are called our limiting beliefs. Everyone has limiting beliefs. And that's the beauty of knowing that we have limiting beliefs, is that we can extend them out. We can just make our limiting beliefs allow a greater capacity. Um, so that's something to think about. How do you get yourself beyond, you know, to be more expansive? Because that does allow for more creativity. It allows for more possibility. Okay, the last little bit is judge not, condemn not. It causes negativity and maintains that which you judge or condemn. It causes a whole host of non-productive results. Yeah. So judge not, condemn not. So I don't know why I've just really been thinking here lately about um what do you call it? Let me take this out. I've been thinking a lot about the law of all is one. And that's what this is about. Judge not, condemn not. The law of all is one. There's this notion of everything is connected. We're all one. And if I am talking bad about somebody else, or in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm judging them, the universe sees everything as one. So let me bring this back up so I can just show y'all what my logic. The universe says all is one. And so if I am judging and I am condemning, it comes back to me. It's like a boomerang. And it's not because of anything other than none of us are separate. We're all one. And so it causes negativity and it maintains that which you judge or condemn. And that's why sometimes we find ourselves actually in the situation that, you think about the stories where somebody was condemning something or somebody only to find out, you know, it's showing up in their lives. I like to talk about how these people be trying to judge the LGBTQ community. And it turns out, you'll hear that they were right there in the midst. They really a part of the community. They were just throwing shade, right? They were just trying to like throw up a smoke screen to hide their own stuff. So that's to a large extent what I think about. And that's why, you know, I have not made many comments about what happened down in Montgomery or whatever. It's like, we all know, we all saw what happened. And I just said, there's a lot that I'm not going to say. I don't want to be engaging in too much because I don't want a boomerang effect. It's like, okay, folks handled their business and that's just how we do it. Let's move on. Right. Because there's a whole bunch of other stuff we need to be talking about too. Right. I love that. I love that, Black people stood up for themselves and it worked out. And I love that, our community can continue to like, are we going to be sponsoring books for kids? What is it that the young people need? I'm for the young people. What is it that we can do to make our community continue to be better? That was a very good moment for us, but we also need to just make sure that we just keep the conversation high and, vibrating in a way where, because my husband had said, I hope that there's not going to be retaliation in some kind of way from the other side. And I was like, ooh, that's a scary thought. If y'all understand what I mean. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, I have one more card that I'm going to pull, maybe two. Yeah, see, I have decks everywhere. And then I'm going to go on ahead and get off. And I'm going to go exercise. Let me do this real quick. So, you want me to tell you something else that just came to me? When we judge things, essentially, we're saying no. We're saying no. We're saying no to a thing. And when you say no to a thing, it's like your focus is on it, your attention is on it, and it's going to come back to you faster and faster. So this one said, oh, I love this one. We're being encouraged to nurture ourselves. It says it's okay to want to stay home and be alone. You deserve days to yourself, days to relax and simply be. Honor how you feel and take a day to do the things that feel nurturing to you. So nurture yourself over this next week. And let me pull one more. This is an affirmation deck, and it's for women. It says, the very thing that may be overwhelming you at this moment, someone else is praying for. So I'm going to say it the way that it is stated here. The very thing that may be overwhelming me at this moment, someone else is praying for. That's interesting. So the question is, how can you have perspective? If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. How can you have a new perspective on whatever you are facing right now? That's what that quote says to me. All right, goddess, I am going to out for the LGBT community these days. I agree. Okay, good. Y'all, this has been beautiful. Thank y'all so much for being here today. I will see you all for sure next Wednesday. All right, y'all have a wonderful rest of the week. I appreciate you. And yeah, remember, goddesses, take care of yourself, manifest, release, let go. Who you going to be now? Okay.